Welcome to this fourth session in services marketing with a practical approach. I am Dr. Biplab Datta and my contact details are given here. So, once you go through the course, once you go through the lesson, if you have any feedback, please write to me so that I can respond to you as much as possible. This is the fourth lesson, which is about characteristics of services. So, here we look at the definition of services, the service product bundle, the service types and challenges for managers, the service package, the characteristics of services and their implications, and we look at strategic service classifications. So, we come to the definition of services. Services can be defined as those activities that provide intangible benefits and experiences to customers while transforming their possessions. So, it basically services provide intangible benefits and also experiences. So, benefits are what the services provide and experiences are the how a service is provided to customers while transforming their possessions. That means their possessions might be their certain products, or their possession can be their own minds, which they bring to say a lecture or to a dance exposition or to a drama, and their minds are transformed. So, these are the services are those activities that provide intangible benefits and experiences to customers while transforming their possessions. So, we look at the service product bundle. So, here the core goods and core service examples are given. So, the element would be a business, and the core goods supplier is a custom clothier, and the core service example is a business hotel. The core element is the business suits and the room for the night. The peripheral goods are garment bag or bathrobe. The peripheral service are deferred payment plans or in-house restaurant, and the variant are the coffee lounge or the airport shuttle. So, for different kinds of goods and services, there are these different elements like business, core, peripheral goods, peripheral service, and the variants. So, what are the service types and challenges for managers? So, the service types are different types of services which the seminar has given in 1986. So, there is the degree of labor intensity and degree of interaction and customization. So, the degree of labor intensity may be low or high, and the degree of interaction and customization may be low or high. So, in a quadrant where the intensity is low as well as the interaction and customization is low, there we have this service factory. The examples of the service factory would be airlines, trucking, hotels, resorts and recreation, etc. Then we have the degree of labor intensity to be low and the degree of interaction to be high. So, here we have the service shop like the hospitals, the auto repair, other repair services, etc. Then you have the degree of labor intensity as high and the degree of interaction and customization as low. So, those are mass services. We have retailing, wholesaling, schools, retail aspects of commercial banking, etc. and high interaction and low labor and high labor intensity. These are professional services like doctors, lawyers, accountants and architects. So, the marketing of service, of attention to the service scape, standing operating procedures, these become important for the labor intensity part of the services. And in the low services, there are capital decisions, technological advances, managing demand to avoid peaks and promote off peaks, scheduling the service delivery. These are about the interaction and customization. Then we have the fighting cost increases, maintaining quality, reacting to consumer intervention in process, managing advancement of people, delivering service, managing flat hierarchy with loose subordinate superior relationships, gaining employee loyalty. So, these are all part of the high side of the interaction and customization. And in the mass service, we have hiring, training, development and control of methods and employee welfare. And in the professional service, we have scheduling workforces, control far-flung geographical areas, startup of new units, managing growth. So these are part of the professional services. Then the service package. So this has been written by Fitzsimmons and Fitzsimmons in 2006. There is the supporting facility. So these are the physical resources that must be in place before a service can be sold. The examples are golf course, ski lift, hospital, airplane, etc. The facilitating goods, like the material consumed by the buyer or items provided by the consumer. So the facilitating goods are examples are food items, legal documents, golf clubs, medical history. These are the facilitating goods to a service. Then the information provided, so operations data or information that is provided by the customer to enable efficient and customized service. Examples are patient medical records, seats available on a flight, customer preferences, location of customer to dispatch a taxi. So these are the information part of the service. This information has to be provided for the service to be delivered. Then there are explicit services, benefits readily observable by the senses. The essential or intrinsic features, examples are the quality of meal, attitude of the waiter, on-time departure. So these are the explicit services. And then implicit services are psychological benefits or extrinsic features which the consumer may sense only vaguely. Examples are the privacy of loan office, security of a well-lighted parking lot. So these are the implicit services. So the service package consists of the supporting facility, facilitating goods, information, explicit services and implicit services. Then we come to the characteristics of goods and services, or rather characteristics of the services. So this Zetmal, Parasumaraman and Berry have written about in 1985 as the various 4 important characteristics of services. Now here we have divided those characteristics into 2 major types, that is the primary characteristics and secondary characteristics. Now services are basically intangible, whereas goods are tangible. And in goods, the production is separate from that of consumption. That in the case of services, there is simultaneous production and consumption. This means that the customer and the producer of the service have to interact with each other, so that production and consumption are simultaneous. Then we have the secondary characteristics. These are for goods can be standardized, but services are variable. That means the same person can provide different types of services or different levels of services, and therefore the services can be variable. Also 2 different service providers will provide 2 different types of services. So therefore services are variable in nature. And then these are non-perishable, that while services are perishable, that means once the service provider stops providing the service cannot be consumed anymore. So services are perishable. So this secondary characteristics of variability and perishability actually is derived from the primary characteristics of simultaneous production and consumption, and therefore these are called the secondary characteristics of services. So what are the implications of these services? So the implications of these characteristics of services, like implication of intangibility. So the implications are the services cannot be inventoried. That means they cannot be stocked at some place in order to be delivered later. Services cannot be patented. Services cannot be readily displayed or communicated, and the pricing of the services are difficult. What are the solutions to these implications? So use tangible cues to communicate the features of a particular service. Stimulate managers and promote word of mouth communications. Create strong branding and use activity based costing approach to help set prices of the services. So these are the implications of intangibility. Then the implications of simultaneous production and consumption. So these are customers participate in and affect the transaction. because the production and consumption take place when both the customer and the service provider are present. The customers affect each other. So, if one of the customer is shouting out his or her difficulties in the service scape, then other customers also become affected, and they start perceiving the service provider as a as what the other customer has been shouting about. Employees affect the service outcome because the employees are always have to be there for the interaction between them and the customers for production and consumption of service. Service outcome depends on the interaction between employees and customers. So, if the interaction between employees and customers are good, then the service outcome is also going to be good. And the decentralization of production may be essential, and mass production is difficult in case of services. Although some amount of mass production is done in case of television services or in case of the theater services, but very large production of services is difficult. Large scale production of services is difficult. What are the solutions? The employees must be selected and trained to deliver superior quality service during interactions with the customers, because the services are provided at the time of interactions. Therefore, the service providers have to be selected and trained to deliver superior quality. Allow other customers to influence positively. So, keep all the customers happy in the service scape, and if somebody has found that the services are good, then request those persons to request those customers to write about the service in a book, so which can be kept there for the perusal of other customers. Disallow other customers to influence negatively. So, if a particular customer is aggrieved with a service and actually starts a ruckus about that service, then it is better to softly or gently call that customer away from the service scape, and then try to solve his or her problem. Achieving standardization or mechanization to the extent possible and acceptable to customers. So, because service outcomes depend on the interaction between employees and customers, therefore, some kind of standardization or mechanization can be done to the extent possible and acceptable to customers, just like the ATMs in the banks. Focus on personal attention while providing customized services, and use multi-site service delivery locations for mass production. Implications of variability. So, the implications are the service delivery and customer satisfaction depend on employee actions. Service quality depends on many uncontrollable factors, and there is no sure knowledge that the service delivered matches what was planned and promoted. And the solutions are that one has to stress upon standardization, focus on employee training, performance evaluation, and internal marketing. In industrialized service, that is provide pre-packaged standard offerings like tour packages, etc., as Levitt has written about in 1972 and 76, and provide customized services and make it part of the value proposition. Then we come to the implications of perishability, which is the fourth characteristic of services. Here the implications are that it is difficult to synchronize supply and demand. Services cannot be returned or resold. Services cannot be sampled. So, the solutions are match supply and demand, like Sasser has written about extensively in 1976. Recover the service in case of errors. This is very important, to recover the service in the case of errors, so that the customer goes at least satisfied or delighted after the recovery takes place. And some authors have also written that if the recovery is done well, then the customer has a very good idea or very good impression about the service which was recovered. Allow customers to sample part of the service being currently provided. So, the supplier has to devise a method by which the customers can sample part of the service which is delivered. So, and these are the solutions for perishability. Then we come to strategic service classifications. So, here nature of the service act, identify convenient forms of delivery. So, the nature of the act is tangible or intangible actions, and direct recipient of the service are people or things, and the people's bodies like healthcare, passenger transportation, beauty salons, etc. These are tangible actions on people's bodies. And then there are tangible actions on things like the physical possessions like freight, transformation, repair and maintenance, veterinary care, etc. And then intangible actions on people's minds like education, broadcasting, information services, theaters, museums, etc. and intangible assets like banking, legal services, accounting, securities and insurance. Then coming to relationship with customers. So, types of relationship between service organization and its customers. So, there is the nature of service delivery, and there is the continuous delivery of service and the discrete transactions. So, there are the membership relationship or no formal relationship. So, insurance, telephone subscription, electric utility, banking, these are part of the membership relationship of continuous service delivery. And the membership function relationship with discrete transactions are like long distance phone calls, theater series tickets, transit pass, Sam's wholesale and airline frequent flyer. And no formal relationship like radio station, police protection, lighthouse, public highway, there is no formal relationship, and but it is a continuous delivery of service. And the discrete transactions and no formal relationship like restaurant, payphone, toll highway, movie theater, public transportation, etc. These are the discrete transactions with no formal relationships. Then customization and judgment. So, extent to which service characteristics are customized and extent to which personnel exercise judgment in meeting customer needs. So, high characteristics are customized. So, high customization and high judgment, that is surgery, taxi services, gourmet restaurant. Then service characteristics, customized services low, but personnel exercise judgment is preventive health programs, education and family restaurant. And then extent to which service characteristics are customized, which is high, and extent to which personal exercise judgment is low, like telephone services, hotel services, retail banking and cafeteria. And extent to which service characteristics are customized, like public transportation, spectator sports, movie theater and institutional food service. So, in this manner the services can be broken down into different types of services based on customization and judgment. Then based on nature of demand and supply. So, the extent of demand fluctuation over time and extent to which supply is constrained. So, peak demand can be usually met without a major delay, and peak demand regularly exceeds capacity. So, wide demand fluctuation and narrow demand fluctuation. So, wide demand fluctuation are electricity, telephone, police emergency, hospital, maternity unit, and narrow insurance, legal services, banking, laundry and dry cleaning. Peak demand regularly exceeds capacity. Wide, that is tax preparation, passenger transportation, hotels and motels. So, this is a demand fluctuation over time is wide, and demand fluctuation over time is narrow, that is fast food restaurant, movie theater, gas station, etc. Then the method of service delivery. So, availability of service outlets, which is single site or multi site, and nature of interaction between customer and service organization, where customer travels to service organization, service provider travels to the customer, or the transaction is at arm's length. So, single site, theater and barber shop, where customer travels to the service organization, taxi and pest control service, here the here the service provider reaches the customer, and service transaction is at arm's length like credit card company and local TV station. Multi-site, customer travels to service organization like bus service or fast food chain. In mail delivery or emergency repairs, here the service travels to the customer site, and broadcast network or telephone company, these are the transaction at arm's length. So, we have studied something about the different types of service delivery, nature, the customization and judgment, relationship with customers, and nature of the Service Act. So, I have cited some references, and these are here for you to read. I hope this helps. Thank you.